Welcome everybody. My name is Michael and today we're discussing about Luna and UST, US Terra and Cosmos, which Luna is off of Cosmos. So, Terra and Luna are some of the most controversial, the most trending topics right now over the past 24 hours in cryptocurrency for the fact that multiple people have reported that they lost their entire life savings, and pretty soon we're going to see the black label warnings on some of these subreddits that if you need care you have to call this special hotline because people are freaking out. They have just lost well over 90 to 95% in Luna. It has gone down due to the fact that Luna and Terra, they're both connected, and Terra right now is ranked number 23. It's at $3.42. It actually started bouncing back up a little bit, but it is currently down from the past 24 hours, 88.38%. I saw it an hour ago at 96% down, and it was actually below 90 cents. So it jumped back up again, but it's very, very strange. Here it was on the 10th at 1:24 p.m. UTC, and then it started going down from $30 all the way down to 90 cents and actually below. I saw it at 90 cents. Here's at 87, 85. But people on the Asian markets were reporting that it got all the way down to 30 cents, from $30, 30 plus dollars, to 30 cents in a matter of 24 hours. Then it bounced back up to $5.50, and now it's going back down again. So what's been going on with Luna? And then also, as we see Terra USD, it's down 43.5% at $5.13. Terra USD at 50 cents. Now, this is more concerning, and this is the reason Terra has actually gone down. It's because this is a stable coin, which, as you see, it's pegged to $1. It was pegged to $1. This is not supposed to happen. A stable coin that is completely unstable, that is down, and it was all the way down to 30 cents. This is insane. As you see, stable until it wasn't stable. And right now, what's been going on is absolutely crazy. We see a market cap of $7.8 billion. This was huge. So it was already unstable a little bit here at 91 cents. But if we take a look at, let's say, the past 3 months, okay, $1, yep, that's exactly what it was supposed to be doing, except here there was a little point where, oops, but okay, yeah, for the most part, it was pegged to $1, and then bam, it wasn't. It absolutely wasn't. It crashed all the way down to 29 cents, under 30 cents. That is insane. That means that one Bitcoin, for example, one Bitcoin is one Bitcoin, right? One Ethereum is one Ethereum. $1 Tether, very, very stable. Now, as you can see here, 0.9993. This has happened quite a lot, but as you can see, there's been a little bit of a drop. Also, what has been going on here? Oh no, it was 0.9935. Well, Tether is also with, not perfect. It's not without its own controversy. However, as you can see, for its entire lifetime, for the most part, there were moments where, oops, it went out. It was a little crazy, but it never had anything that was like, something insane like that. So there were moments where it was a little murky, but again, USD coin, jumping up a little bit, up and down, whatever, but it's at $1. The whole point of a stable coin, it's supposed to be at $1. Binance USD, it's supposed to be at $1. All right, here's a perfect example of what you also shouldn't do. I'm very new and didn't know a lot about Luna, but had a gut feeling. I just put in $100 at around 67 cents today, sold at around $3.04. 100% beginner's luck and will never happen again. I wish I put in more money. Don't be greedy. Risk what you deem dispensable and well with the time. So there's going to be a lot of people that are thinking, oh, there's arbitrage opportunities. Unless you know what you're doing, don't get into it. So what happened? An $18 billion stablecoin is losing its dollar peg with all the magical chaos of algorithmic stables with a dash of Bitcoin systemic risk drama. Thanks, John Wu. Let's go into his Twitter thread. The UST depeg thread down below. UST is a dollar peg stablecoin that has depegged twice in the last few days now hovering around 90 cents to the dollar. That was on May 9th. Just a reminder on how UST works. You can always redeem Luna for UST dollar for dollar and vice versa. If Luna is at $50, you can redeem it for 50 UST. Similarly, you can redeem 50 UST for $1 Luna. So, it's worth noting you could always redeem $1 T for $1 worth of Luna, even if UST is worth less than $1. It's meant to be a stabilizing mechanism. If UST is trading at 99 cents, arbitrageurs can buy it and redeem it for $1 of Luna. And now, obviously, there's arbitrage all over the place because it's not just 99 cents, it's 50 cents. You're doubling your money minus fees. So maybe you're coming out with 30, 40, 50%, whatever it is. And especially if it continues to drop, there's going to be massive, massive risks being taken. And some people are going to come out of it millionaires. But unless you know what you're doing, you shouldn't play with this. We all know stablecoins require utility to maintain demand and defend their peg. So where does UST get utility? Simple. Anchor Protocol. It's a nominally Anchor Protocol is nominally a money market, but the important too long didn't read is it pays you 19.5% to stake UST. Staking, by the way, is absolutely fantastic if you're in a cryptocurrency that is not as risky. The higher risk cryptocurrencies are going to give you higher percentages, but who cares about 20, 30, 50% if you just lost 100% of your money? So, a huge proportion of UST circulating supply is at Anchor. Right now it's only 40%, but it's been as high as 70% historically. So why should you hold UST? The two obvious questions. If someone is paying you 20% risk-free, why not just borrow a ton of money and make it pay you like 100%? Well, that's exactly what Abracadabra Degen Box did. Degen Box and the rest of the Frog Nation DeFi ecosystem unwound in January, depegging UST and setting Luna down from $100 to $46. Sound kind of familiar? Something history may not repeat itself, but it can rhyme. How does one give out 20% of free money every year? Well, that's easy. The Luna Foundation Guard, which right now, by the way, is giving a $1.5 billion loan to Luna to try and save what they can. Anyways, so they're overseers of Terra's multi-billion-dollar ecosystem fund. We'll come back to that. First, we need to figure out what the Luna token does. I'm not going to focus on what drives its fundamental value and focus instead the narrative. Every UST in circulation reduces the circulation of Luna. So that, in theory, is supposed to help with inflation. Blah, blah, blah. The win scenario is every single Luna on Earth gets burned for UST. You can see the basic appeal. The more UST, the less Luna. Holders should want to diamond hands Luna because obviously as it becomes a rare source, just like diamonds, even though diamonds aren't really rare, but let's just go with the example here, the price of Luna should go up theoretically because as it becomes rare, more people want it, the price goes up, there's more demand for it. If there's unstoppable demand for UST and you're the last Luna holder on Earth, you have immense redemption power. It's right on their website. That's kind of why the Luna market cap compared to the UST market cap is a lot of fun. Fear, uncertainty, doubt. It doesn't matter what the total implied value of Luna is. What matters is the marginal value of each Luna that is redeemed for UST or vice versa, aka Luna's price. But what's even more important is the directionality and stability of Luna's price. It's a big problem if the average redemption price of Luna for UST is high relative to Luna's current price. So let's slow down. Luna price is high, Luna burned, many UST is minted. Luna's price falls, UST redeemed for many Luna. That's not good. That's going the opposite direction. So, say the price of Luna is $1 billion, then someone could mint 1 billion UST by burning a single Luna. Then let's say the price of Luna falls to $1 for no good reason. That person could redeem their UST for $1 billion Luna. So suddenly again, for no good reason at all, there's a lot more Luna in circulation being dumped on the open market. That's what's happening today. That was back May 9th, and now it's gone down a little bit further. So now back to the Luna Foundation Guard. UST has the same dynamics as many other algo stables, except in addition to the algo part, they now also have the Foundation Guard. In other words, UST is stabilized by contract and the gigantic gravity by Mr. Do Kwon, who is the founder of Luna and Terra. Previously, the LFG was in charge of the Anchor bootstrapping strategy. Take the treasury Luna, sell it, fill up the Anchor protocol reserve, and you have a big slush fund that pays out 20%. Well, the bet, this is where it gets risky. UST is burned for staking, Luna price goes up, sell more Luna to fund the protocol reserve. And longer term, UST takes off as a widely used stablecoin before the LFG runs out of money. Luna goes to the moon, everyone's happy, except there was risk involved, and that's not what happened. This was all challenged in January when Degen Box collapsed. That implosion took down a big push for UST to be used in a 10-figure cross-chain ecosystem.
And that's when $1 billion went into buying Bitcoin from the LFG. The story was to get the Bitcoin gang on board, give redemptions for USD into Bitcoin as an off-ramp in addition to the existing UST for Luna. Now there's been a full weekend of gigantic nine-figure moves, market selling UST, and pressure, and the peg went down. As with all the algo stables, the downside cycle is the opposite of the upside. UST unstaked and dumped, UST depegged due to downward pressure, USD holders redeemed for $1 of Luna, and then Luna was absolutely dumped. So that's pretty much what's going on right over there. And it's going to continue to go down. It's not going to be great. Hit as low as 65 cents on Monday, but also again 30 cents in the Asian markets. As UST has depegged, the price of Luna has dropped drastically, and there's major stress. The Luna Foundation Guard is trying to loan out $1.5 billion, and they said Monday's events were the biggest stress test the system has ever faced. Terra appeared to empty out all of the funds, around $1.3 billion, from its confirmed Bitcoin address. Do Kwon, by the way, the CEO, co-founder, whatever, he's been really silent for the most part on Twitter compared to his usual tweets, but he's been tweeting out every now and then. He said, deploying more capital, steady lads. He's, trying to prevent the freaking out of, basically everyone panic selling. Currently, there is no concrete link between the LFG reserves and the Terra's on-chain mint and burn mechanisms. There are proposals to bake Terra's Bitcoin reserves into its underlying smart contracts, but there's currently no way for users to directly redeem UST or Luna for Bitcoin. And, that's not too good over there. So, over the weekend, bam! LFG, as of May 3rd, had stockpiled nearly $4 billion worth of Bitcoin, Avalanche, UST, and Luna for its reserves. It voted to lend out $750 million in Bitcoin, $750 million in UST to proactively defend the stability of the UST peg and broader Terra economy. So they still have some money to burn with, but this is extremely risky territory. We're in a place right now where Terra and Luna both can stop existing. Not only that, but it's going to destabilize a lot of other projects. And, for example, Cosmos, which has definitely suffered a drop, where a lot of projects are based off of Cosmos. Luna's based off of Cosmos. There's a lot of people freaking out about that. So, not great. What's happening right now is absolutely something to be of concern. With that, let's take a look at the Terra Luna subreddit, and let's see if people are freaking out. Okay, people are freaking out, so we're not going to be on there too much, but yeah. Oops. So anyways, I'm going to have a bunch of these links down in the description below. So, the point of this video is Luna is most likely going down to zero, if not to zero, a number very close to zero. If you have lost your money, right now is not the time to try and buy as much Luna as you can. If you go on Twitter, KSI already has purchased 100,000 Luna, says it's either the worst decision or best decision of his life. Someone like that who's a multi-millionaire, they can do whatever they want. If you have $100,000 or less, just like as you can see here, you're able to lose $100,000 very quickly. I've lost $100,000 very quickly as well. It happens to the best of us. Now, I wasn't making smart decisions, and I'm sure most of us are not professional traders. So if something like this happens where it's not supposed to happen, but it does regardless, you are going to panic. And there's nothing you can do. So the best thing you have is, if you're holding bags of Luna right now, get out of it. And just, that's it. It did go up a little bit. Get out of it right now, or hopefully you already got out of it. And look into safer cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, pretty safe cryptos, right? Once you get into NFTs and DeFi, unless you know what you're doing, and especially leverage trading, margin trading, unless you know what you're doing, get out. Don't participate. I've never leverage traded in my life before. However, we have to have empathy for those who decided to go into it without much experience, because, for every 1,000 people out there that made money, there was another 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, 20,000 people that lost a lot of money, but maybe not everybody reported it. Some people were ashamed of that. And unfortunately, now that we're in essentially a recession right now where everything is going down, this isn't going to be the only case of this happening. Now, people are saying, oh, it's a scam, it's a rug pull, something happened, there was an attack. There's so many reasons. This could have been, first of all, it started with Terra that was supposed to be pegged to $1. As soon as that lost its stability, Luna immediately, bam. Right now, Luna will basically go down to zero. Because what you could do, if you're smart, if you're playing arbitrage, if you've got money right now, again, this is risky, but if you know what you're doing in a rather quick fashion, I'm sure there's a ton of people that are doing this right now, with US Terra, let's say worth 50 cents, or, it was even down below, but let's say it's 50 cents. You could buy 2 US Terra. That's $1. Now, minus the trading fees, whatever. If you're buying this, $10,000 of US Terra, that is basically 2 UST for $1 on Binance, Coinbase, wherever you're buying it from, whatever exchange. You're able to then exchange it on the Terra network for $2 worth of Luna. You can see the problem here. 2 UST is worth 2 Luna. Except 2 Luna is worth a completely... Yeah, so $2 worth of Luna for $1. Arbitrage here, right? You buy $20,000, you get $40,000. So they go back, they sell it on Binance, Coinbase, whatever. They have, minus the fees, of course. Then they buy $2 worth of UST. Then they buy 4, 16, 100, 5,000, 5 million. And as you can see, the price of Terra and Luna will continue to go down, but there's a massive difference right now. And there is going to be an infinite amount of selling pressure for Luna. Now, of course, this is a simplified example, but stuff like this does not inspire confidence into a cryptocurrency. So there's a lot of false hope right now.
What's happening right now is absolutely terrifying for a lot in cryptocurrency. Don't freak out. Don't panic. What you can salvage the rest of it, put that into stable cryptos. If you have bills, if you have debts to pay them off. Take advice from me. I lost my money in something similar to this, where I had a majority of my funds in a crypto altcoin, an Indahash, that if you now look up, it's down more than 99.9% from when it first came out. And part of that is because I was getting paid in the crypto, and it wasn't just an investment. I invested a small amount. I was getting paid into it. But still, that was a large sum of money. There was 5 figures in that crypto that went up and then went down. So I didn't sell until it was too late, until I had bills to pay and all that, and then I was panic selling and I lost a lot of money. So sell ASAP, because this situation, even if it bounces back up, it's only temporary. There's a lot of millionaire whales right now that want to take advantage of this situation for arbitrage reasons. They want to make millions of dollars, and it's just crazy what's going on with the situation. Anyways, links down in the description below. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there. I'm heading into work right now, and I just wanted to post this because we've got some time right now. This is absolutely crazy. I've been following it for the past couple of hours, and welcome to crypto. Welcome to crypto. Woo! Always exciting. Guys, we're also officially in a recession, but might make a video on that, might not. But yeah, over the past week or two, we've officially been in a recession right now. Outside of crypto. Yeah.